Hello,
Trapped by
everybody.
our love.
Quite presumptuous of you.
Well, that's me. You, Kim.
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Lisa?
I am hanging in there. We're getting work done on the house, so
Ooh,
if there's noise in the background, please forgive.
well,
It's
I
been
am not hearing
a
anything
bit
at this
chaotic.
point. Well, I'm not hearing anything right now, so.
I think they're probably taking lunch.
Hi, David.
Daffodil.
David is down for traps.
Daffodil is down for traps.
Let me see something.
I'm still not seeing it. Darn it. Darn it.
Okay, I'm going to activate that and see if that works for me. Nope, that's not feeding that. Okay. Oh, Carl? Carl is he's got work stuff to do, so he's not going to be around for a bit until that's all settled. Poor David, you're stuck with us. Hmm.
I
Hopefully
feel for
it's
you,
okay.
dude. I
And
feel
he
for
did
you.
it.
Huh?
Sorry, go on. As
No,
I was
no,
just saying, he did it in all caps. Where is Carl?
Yeah, well,
Are are you afraid we've done something to him?
Oh, shh.
We would not. We
Kim,
would do not do such a thing.
you give it away.
Well, I mean, Lisa, I mean, you're supposed to like put it forth so people think you're not a suspect. You don't watch the movies?
Oh, that's right. Forgot, didn't read the manual.
Yeah, you're supposed to tell the truth and everybody is pretty much
I blew it. I blew it.
yeah,
Or maybe
oblivious.
I didn't. Maybe I didn't.
Oh. Ooh. He says we're
I'm here because of stuff.
oh, oh, I think I might have found see something. Let's see if this works. Nope, that's not popping up too. It's getting to my dock, but it's not popping up. Oh, you know what? I wonder if this is above me above because nope. Hey
Mm.
Chris, how you doing?
Yes.
Oh, I got it moved
Congratulations
stuff down.
on a fabulous year of crit. This year's crit, I think, was just phenomenal. I enjoyed myself, Kim.
Yes, it
I
was great.
enjoyed your game very much.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed yours too. I enjoyed Chris's game. I enjoyed all the games I was in. It was really a fun time and
It was.
very appreciative, Chris, and
Yes.
and the team. But I think everybody recognizes that you are the beating heart, Kalima of crit.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
still what?
I was just saying David's hitting us on a technicality because it says he's justified in being inquisitive because it says the video says that all three of us are flocking with the chat. So, well, he's flocking in heart. He's got a flocking heart.
So I've heard.
That's what they say. I'm gonna do something. I am going keep talking. I am going to try something because I'm looking at because I really want to do this. I think we're just gonna have to do this some other time and actually sit down, figure out what's happening, and fix it because we don't want to do this. We want to craft and we want to talk to each other and we want to talk to chat. We don't want to go back and forth trying to get technical things done.
That is true. Kim, you are right as always.
No, not
So
always. Don't start that kind of rumor. Wow.
I
Listen
will
to that.
I will drink from my tears of my or tears of my players, whichever way you want to read it.
The tears of my players.
Tears. Tears, tears. They both make me happy.
Potato. Ha!
So I
So
have
funny.
put the black there on my wheels. I blacked the edges.
Ooh.
Now today I'm going to create a riotous color explosion on my Vardo.
I love
And
it.
and I have a sticker here that I think is going to make this look epic. I can find them. Oh, there is that them? No, that is not them. So finding them, that's going to be epic too.
That's what's epic.
That's what's the epic part, right? Okay. I thought they were in my eyeballs, but they're not in my eyeballs. Where's my stickers?
Uh-oh.
I found them. Okay. So I went on to Temu and
Uh-oh.
I know, right? And I was looking for eyeballs, which, meaning now I've lost my eyeballs.
So
There they
Lisa's
are.
lost her eyeballs.
So, the doll's eyes. I bought tons
Oh,
of
okay.
many doll's eyes because I always end up somehow using them. And I thought these were the same kind, but they're not. They're nail stickers of focus. There we go. Eyeballs.
Oh, nail stickers. Okay, so they're flat.
Yes. And I
Oh, but they're
think
pretty.
on this little round section right here, I think that will fit beautifully. One of these eyeballs will fit
That looks
beautifully in that round section of the door. Actually,
great idea.
Upside there. So I have a big old eyeball on the door.
That's a great idea. I like that a lot.
But that's after I've painted it. And I'm going to paint it with a riotous conglomeration of color.
Riotous.
Riotous.
A riotous conglomeration of color. I like that.
That's right. So now it's time to figure out what riotous colors we shall paint it. And I like that blue. That's nice. I like this purple.
And I am just moving on to doing the roof. I got most of the color on the house part, but I have to do like a nice wash to a couple of dry brushes and a couple of washes to get it more cohesive, give it a more cohesive look. So while I am waiting for like the last thing I did to dry, I'm hitting the roof, getting that done.
Oh,
Oh,
I just thought of some.
uh-oh. What have you done, Lisa?
It isn't what I'm done, but it's what I'm thinking of doing. So
Mhm.
I think I want to paint this metal part here with an enamel because I think it'll stick better on the metal.
Ooh,
Maybe.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
And I'm thinking I'm going to enamel with nail polish works really well. If there's anything in here, let's try it up. Oh no. Oh no, it's fine. It works. Okay. Oh,
Good.
hello. Okay, they're back. Noise will begin soon.
Aha. Oh, there's another version too of Video Ninja. Well, at least for me, I'll have to download that one later
So let's see.
just to see how it's going. Anything new this week, Lisa?
Other than the insanity that is the house updating. No, not really.
It's very cool though.
Yeah, we're slowly but surely getting the house prepared for sale. We've lived in this house for almost 30 years, and although we've maintained it, we maintain it. we have not kept it up to code because code has changed in 30 years, and so
Mm,
we have to do what we can to bring it up to code before the sale, so that we can get what we deserve for all the
yeah.
effort that we put into it.
Get some code money.
Code money.
Oh, David says we have 3 bathrooms being worked on, 2 at a time.
Oh
Wow.
gosh, how are you
Killing
doing that?
Yeah, he says it's killing him. Last
Yeah.
2 days was jackhammering the foundations.
Oh,
Want He wants to scream.
you're not right. I
Wow.
want to scream as well.
Wow, that
We have two
sounds
bathrooms too. I
painful.
wouldn't. I I cannot imagine having both my bathrooms out of commission at the same time.
No,
That would be
no,
insane.
no, he said they have 3 bathrooms and 2 are being worked on at
Oh,
a
oh, oh,
time.
oh, oh.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I had to share a bathroom with my two boys. No, cringeworthy. Absolutely cringeworthy.
How long is it taking, David, or, like, is it planned to take? I'm just interested in your business.
Yeah, we want to get all up in your business here.
We're getting up in your business. We're trapping you in your all up in your business. We'll get to traps, but first you wanna know all about, David's bathroom makeover renovation. Uh, ooh, he's also lost storage area for his terrain.
Oh,
Oh,
oh no,
that's painful.
what? That's critical.
He's banished to a 100-degree garage, and he did write Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Fahrenheit garage.
Oh my,
Eh, it's supposed to take 4 weeks in total.
wow.
Wow, that is a lot. I've got some work that I have to get done on my house too. The thing is that some of it, well, most of it I've started, but then, like, you do part of it, and, like, when you get the funds together, do the rest, and so now that I'm trying to do the rest, everything is more expensive than it would have been if I had just taken care of it all at once.
Yeah,
So I'm like, oh,
the thing that's killing us that we're finding is all the stuff that we didn't know that we were supposed to be doing.
mm,
Because there's always something that they're like, oh, have you been taking care of in this regularly? And I'm like, what is that?
what
what,
is that?
what is that? And then of course the person that you're talking to that has the company that takes care of it, they're like, you haven't been doing that. Well,
Mhm.
that's just going to cost more. And you're like,
That's
ah,
gonna be They start licking the pencil as they
right.
do. Uh,
It's a trap. That's what it is. It's a trap.
it is a trap.
Speaking of traps,
Interesting topic. Why why were you speaking of traps?
traps are traps can be fun. Sometimes other traps cannot be fun, like the trap of getting stuck with a payment on something that you weren't expecting. But when playing an RPG, traps can be a lot of fun.
Wow, Lisa, I see what you did there.
Did you? Wasn't that the best segue ever?
That was so smooth.
Well,
That was like butter,
like butter.
as they say. But
So, do you use a lot of traps in your games or no?
I don't think I do. In my I mean, what, because I'm thinking about what I've written. And the last one that I wrote, that was in the island themed adventure for Dungeon Jam.
Yes.
I did have a couple of traps in there. One actual trap, but still, I sort of still don't even see it as a trap. Well, I
I
guess
did
it
not
is.
play
I
it,
guess
and
it is.
would you be giving too much away if I were to ask what it was?
I don't want to say what it is because I do want to play it with you guys.
Ah,
I do want to play it because as I said in the video, I had not play tested it. I just wrote it because I wanted, because part of Dungeon Jam was you do your video and you write a 5-room dungeon and
Right.
you make it available to the audience.
Right.
So I did that, but I wrote it for Dungeon Jam. I didn't write it to play and then turn it over to Dungeon Jam. So I haven't played it yet. So I do want to play it.
So,
Mm-hmm.
at the risk of revealing traps for other people,
Mm-hmm.
well, I mean, here's the thing:
Mm-hmm.
is there an original trap, or are all traps now kind of like the stories? All story themes have been written as they're all just variations on the same theme.
Well, I'll throw that out to chat, but I guess that depends on how unique you're talking, or are you talking about different types? David says, how do you design traps where there's a falling forward mechanism? Huh, a failing forward mechanism.
That's
Hmm,
a good question. That's an excellent question, David. I like that question a lot.
that is a good one.
A failing forward mechanism.
And when you say forward, are you talking about you're just talking about being able to still progress, or you're still progressing through the adventure, or is it like a positive note? I think my understanding of that is you fail, but you're still progressing if they
Right,
fail, right?
right.
Um, David, being stuck in the same room with 6 other people for 3+ hours is a trap. Now, is it a trap if you've done it to yourself? Knowingly, and you know exactly what the timing is and all that. So I'm not sure about that. Chris, yes, there are still original traps, but that doesn't mean it's not worth revisiting the classics. Completely, completely agree with not always worth revisiting the classics. But I'm trying to figure out what a new trap is. And David says, yeah, failing forward still had the progression. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So what um so as oh, I hate my focus. I turn off my autofocus, but for some reason my camera keeps going back to autofocus.
Stop it, camera.
Because
Did you?
I used to be able to turn it off and it just stays that way, but for like the last 2 years, I'll turn off my autofocus and then it'll start again. I haven't been recording anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Uh oh.
Um,
It's not good.
um, Chris, the best RPG traps, regardless of genre, are the ones where, when sprung, the players suddenly see clearly all the warning signs along the way and all the choices they made that let them fall into it. And David, I'm nervous about setting traps that players won't get that stalls the game. Now, I do agree with Chris in that you definitely have to give clues. Whether it's subtle and how subtle they are, that's up to you. How often you give them, that's up to you. But you do have to make sure, I think, that the players know or have had the opportunity to understand that everything that they've been told prepares them, or something they've been told prepares them for something happening, that something's gonna happen in this trap. So I do agree that the players have to have information that should alert them to the presence of the trap or the imminence of the trap. How do you feel, Lisa?
That brings up an excellent point because that actually kind of that reminded me of something that someone said to me some time ago, that they felt that traps were just a legal way for DMs to be um, adversarial.
Hmm, interesting. I don't that was the reason for traps?
Yeah,
in
it
their
was just a
opinion?
way for DMs to be adversarial and mean. And I thought to
Oh,
myself, I don't think I agree with that.
yeah.
I don't think I agree with that because, especially if it's a tomb. I mean, how many Egyptian stories have we heard where there's trapped tombs and with curses and whatnot? You know, it just that gives it the flavor, I think. And I don't. I mean, I think it is important that traps fit the environment, not just to be there higgly piggly and oh look, it's a trap, kind of situation that doesn't really fit. I think that it does need to fit into the story and into the theme and make sense rather than just
Mhm,
suddenly there's a trap for no
mhm.
reason. That said, though, some of the funnest traps are those that make no sense, in my opinion. I'm sure that you guys have all been heard of or been exposed to the pit trap that you have to jump over in the narrow hallway where you can't go around it unless you have spider climb or what have you, which is the way around it. But that you have to leap over, and if you leap over it just to hit another pit trap directly behind it that you fall into. Now
Sure, or s yeah,
that's a mean trap.
or you are flying and there's piano wire that garrots you. I mean, that you might not have seen. So, yeah, so, I mean, that is sorta mean, but again, it does depend on how things have been set up during the adventure or the
Yes,
description that the players have been given about this particular area.
right. I'm unfortunately relying on you to handle chat because I can't see it at all. Just
Oh,
FYI.
I'm good. I'm good
Okay.
with that. Yep.
Um, what I just remember I've read it, but I've never played it, and I don't know that I would want to. Is the Tomb of Horrors traps are insane. They're just insane, and they just seem almost impossible to figure out. I just can't. I don't see how that is fun to play, to be honest.
Is that
But
the
that's
Dungeon of
me.
the Mad Mage one, or is that
That's what
separate?
the fifth edition,
The Tomb of Horrors.
the Tomb of Horrors, the fifth edition
Right.
Dungeon of the Man Mage is a variation on it. I think I might be
I
wrong.
think so.
Correct me if I'm wrong, folks.
Oh, this is a good point. So there's 2 things. We've got Chris, uh, the secret to designing traps that allow players to fail forward is to avoid designing traps that create an absolute impasse. Mhm. Instead, springing a trap should cost players time, resources, or options. David, I think some traps are designed to simply sap energy, health, etc. I think of them as a different type of encounter that appeals to a different part of the brain. Okay, and nothing could be further from the truth than traps being inherently adversarial. I agree. Traps are a tool. In most games, traps are just one way a GM can meet the expectation of setting a fair challenge. Yeah, these are great points. For me, create an absolute. Oh, yes, definitely no trap. I mean, no trap should be an impasse, really. I mean, you set this is what happens, and I mean, you might not know the out or the way to get out of it, but the players, there should be hints. You might not know how the players are going to do it, but there should be hints as to things that they could do,
Mm-hmm.
especially if they got a specific item earlier on in the game. They and if they don't use it, that's on them. If they don't use it and there is an impasse because they have the ability to get out and they don't figure it out in time or whatever, then yes, it is on them. But you always could have, instead of the walls smashing them into a pulp, maybe it squishes them into they get smaller and smaller as the room gets smaller and smaller. So now they're tiny and they're running
Well,
around the
that's
dungeon in this
fun.
tiny form until they figure out a way to get big again.
Kind of like a Alice in Wonderland situation there. I like that.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good idea.
I would say that that would be a failing forward kind of trap. Like there is a way to somehow there's a way to stop it, or hopefully the players can figure out a way to stop it because they think they're getting smushed. But then I think by the end, so they could stop it maybe, but by the end, if they don't, if you decide that you want it to keep going, or that's part of the way the dungeon is built, that it's that they're not going to die yet, yeah, it could be something that just alters them in a way that makes it difficult for them.
That is actually a really good idea, Kim. I like that a lot. That's
Thank
really,
you.
I like that one.
Thank you. I'm going to use it sometime. So everybody enjoy. Secret designing traps that allow. I saw that one. I saw that one. Oh, I think some traps are designed simply. Oh, I saw that. Chris, nothing could be further. I saw that. Chris, Tomb of Horrors is Gygax's AD&D 11E module S1, which was originally a tournament module for Origins Con in the late 70s IIRC. IMHO, it's okay for a trap to present an impasse as long as it's not absolute, right? Best design practices force the players to explore other potentially less desirable options to go around. Yeah, absolutely. They're I that's what I'm saying. I'm not when I don't think there should be an impasse, as in they should be able to figure out some way around
Right,
it.
right.
Um oh, David, a squishing room could simply destroy an item on their person. Yep, yep. It could just squash one thing, or short out one thing. The arrows that come flying out only hit their magical items, you know? They're only attracted to the magical items that they have. Um, he's having the vision of Star Wars, yeah, the trash compactor in Star Wars. Because that is a classic trap. The squish the pit trap, the squish trap, the well, no, acid trap is like a pit trap usually. The spike trap, either up and down, side to side. The pendulum trap, like you had in the thumbnail. Lovely thumbnail, Lisa.
Thank you.
Um,
I enjoyed making that one.
no, absolutely. The trap where if you get the wrong answer to the puzzle, something comes out to get you. The gas trap.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, well, the rolling trap, the big ball rolling trap is now big.
What about combining the puzzle with a trap? So, for
Yeah.
instance, your two doors where one tells the truth and the other tells a lie. And
Hmm.
if you get it wrong and you go into
Hmm.
the wrong door, it's not instant oblivion, but it's a trap. But you can get around it, but it's a trap.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Because I mean, yeah, definitely. I think that, like, so again, failing forward,
Mm-hmm.
where you still you did fail the puzzle or the riddle, but you have another chance. It just makes the progression harder rather
Mm-hmm.
than stops it.
Right.
Yeah, I
Right.
like that. I think that's a good one.
So traps don't always have to be dangerous. They also can just be misleading.
Okay, example or.
So in Labyrinth,
Hmm.
main character is looking to get to the castle. And what happens, it's not actually a trap, it's just more of a mischievous situation. But she's using her lipstick to put arrows to know where she's been.
Hmm.
And what happens is that a creature is coming along and picks up the paving stone that she wrote the arrow that she had been going in this direction, and then turns it a different direction. So she's been going around in circles, which is in a way a trap,
Hmm.
but it's not a trap that causes damage. It's just wasting of time. And I don't know, in that way, that can be actually rather frustrating and tedious to players, I imagine.
But is it? I don't know. Is it a trap? Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Do I think it's a trap because it's trapping that person in a loop kind of thing. Whereas the more I
Okay.
think about it, the worse it sounds. I don't think I'd want to play that.
So in other words, it's the trap. Because when I think of a trap, I really don't think of anything sentient springing it,
Well, it
personally.
doesn't have to
I
be sentient necessarily. It could be maybe there's a spring on the stone when she steps on it or steps off of it or what have you that makes it turn or change direction or flip over.
Okay, but, I mean, the way you were mentioning it was someone with an what's the word I'm looking for? Intent, and
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking of a trap really having intent, it just does what it does, it was programmed to do more like a computer, it's programmed to do something. Um, let's see, vision. Hey. So yeah, Steve, hello, and
Hello,
David.
Steve.
I think time wasting traps are a big no-no for one shots. That's my concern. I'm not sure
Absolutely.
how many of us have weekly get-togethers. Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
Um,
Um,
every
I
other
try
week
to
I do, but I don't. There's still a series of one shots. Ooh, there's still
yeah.
a series of one shots. I wouldn't want to put that kind of trap in that. Like I said, the
Yeah.
moment that I said it, I'm like, no, no.
Oh.
I don't think that's a good idea at all, Lisa. Don't do that. And then
Wait,
my,
is
and
there
then
sorry, go on.
no,
Go
no,
on, Lisa.
no, no. Wait, is there what? You sounded so excited.
Is there a California a West Coast sleepover going on?
Sleepover?
Guess who's sitting here watching the stream with me?
Oh, Pepper.
Oh, really? Hey, how
Um,
you doing, Pepper?
do you have plans this weekend, Kim? Because I do.
You having a sleepover?
No, I'm not having a sleepover. I would love if Pepper could sleep over, but they can't because the work on the house. It's just
Mm.
too freaking chaotic here. And
Well, no, I'm saying you could sleep over somewhere else.
oh yeah, Steve, can I see your place?
That's what I'm saying. It sounds like Steve's having a sleepover.
No, what we are having a collection. We are collecting people. Steve is collecting people.
Steve's
He's
collect
building his collection. He started with Pepper. Uh,
That's funny.
as hobbies go, it's a really interesting one. I will be attending a 4th of July barbecue at Steve's
Oh,
with
cool.
Pepper and the other folks from Shadows of Arconia. I will be taking my hummus plate.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Oh, that sounds great. Good for you all. Pepper gets to sleep on his cheap ass couch.
I'm sorry, Pepper.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Chris said, if there is a sleepover, no one sent him a ticket. He's out there on the West Coast.
He's
Um,
hundreds of miles from here.
well, West Coast. Lisa can have the floor.
And if Lisa takes the floor, Lisa will be permanently on the floor because I can't get off.
Are you gonna play a game aside? When is 4th of July? Is that a Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, it's a Saturday. Um,
Um,
I have no idea. I have no idea.
hmm, that'd be sort of
Not that
cool.
I am going prepared, obviously, if that happens, but yeah, I'm
I am prepared. Spring the trap. Um,
exactly. Aha.
Mia says she's chilling in the shadows. Shadows of Arconia, or maybe a tent in the backyard, as long as the weather's okay. And he's inviting Chris and I. Thank you for the invitation. I'm busy.
It's potluck. You have to bring something.
I'll bring extra dice. Um, Pepper said
All
it
those
cost them
jello dice,
26
right?
hours of their oh my god, Pepper just said it cost them 26 hours of their life to get here. Oh my god.
Oh, Pepper drove the whole way, I think.
26 hours.
That's quite a
Wow.
drive.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, that's more
Expect
than
to
I.
see them in the extra chair on Friday. Oh,
Oh, That would be fun. Oh
Very,
yeah.
very cool.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. It won't. Why can't I turn off auto? I want to just turn it off and it won't let me. Okay, let's try there. There we go.
So in regards to traps,
Traps.
um, I'm thinking about what David said earlier about the pay it forward trap. Um,
You said pay it forward trap?
well, play it forward. Sorry,
Oh, the fail forward.
fail forward. Yeah.
Um, and Steve said that I made him feel real guilt. Good.
Oh, Kim.
No, I'm not going. I'm not spending 26 hours to go to California. Maybe one day,
That was
but
26 hours from the middle of the country. Imagine if
yeah,
you had to drive it.
that's what I'm
How
saying.
long that would take.
Unless I hooked up the camper and made a whole like week or two trip out of it, that's a separate
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah. Which is what you'd
Um,
probably have to do.
but please don't feel guilty. Yeah, that's a trip to get out there for me. So, I it would have been. But how do I say it? Sure, it would have been cool, but it would not have been something I would probably do. So I do appreciate the thought, and I don't want you to feel guilty.
Of course, you will eventually when we've resettled in Washington or Oregon, you'll be driving out to stay with us, of course.
Who? Huh?
Yeah, yeah, right. You, yeah,
Who? I'm
yeah,
sorry. Sorry, I
yes,
must have misunderstood
no.
the comment.
Good
What
one.
about traps? Progressive the failing forward, yes. Yeah, what were you saying, Lisa? Yeah, I'm very interested to find out what you were thinking on that.
uh, those can be tough. They can be tough because how can you? Because players are so they're chaotic, and you can't always guess what they're going to do. And if a failing forward trap is not built with every possible, not every possible, but you know what I'm saying, um every possibility that the players might do in mind, it might not be, it might not fail forward, it might cause a chaotic disruption. So that's one of the things that makes a fail forward trap, I think, somewhat difficult. But I could be wrong. I mean, we have GMs in the chat who could very easily step in and go, wrong, and this is why. So feel free to do so, because I'd like to know, I'd like to hear that.
Chris said you just sprung your trap on me, getting me to talk about traps. Mwahaha.
Bringing up the hands.
Mwahaha. The but yeah, no, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure I'm with it.
With what?
What you just said. I sort of was reading chat, so I think I missed a little bit of it, but it when something that you mentioned was
Didn't make
didn't
sense.
didn't did well, I don't know if it didn't make sense, but I don't think I agreed with, but I don't remember all of what you said because I
Well, and that's
was
why I was saying that
trying.
failing forward traps, I've never done them. And
Okay.
I think that they're an excellent idea. And I should be doing them because I think that they do tend away from the traps just for the purpose of being adversarial feel, you know.
Hmm.
It gives the players opportunity to continue without feeling like they've completely blown it.
I do think we tend, well, I'll say I tend. Depending on what's going on, I might turn you can always turn something into a failing forward trap. If something became more dangerous than you anticipated, or maybe they didn't use the special item that they had, and you're feeling generous without letting them know that you're feeling generous, you might decide to fail them forward instead of kill them off. Like I say, with the shrieking trap instead of the killing trap, or alternate it into something else. Um, Daffy, I think much of this is a sandbox game versus a slightly railroady one shot. Hmm. I guess, yeah, I guess. Depends on how you're using the trap.
So in Dungeons and Dragons, the Shrieker mushroom guy. This is something I'm actually literally thinking this up on the fly as I'm sitting here. So is that sort of a trap, because what it does is it alerts the other denizens of the dungeon that, you know, we have invaders. What if the shrieking mushroom is loud and
Mhm.
does alert the people, the denizens of the dungeon, that there are invaders, but instead says to the invaders, "Hey, that way, go away." You know, not as a trap, as a way to help them out. Does that make sense, or is that just crazy?
Well, I mean, it's not a trap, but it just depends on the perspective of the players as to whether or not to listen to them.
And what about the trap that isn't a trap, which looks like a trap, but it's not a trap? And disabling the trap is actually the trap.
See, now that sounds adversarial,
It does, doesn't it?
unless you've really gone into detail about this is opposite dungeon or something like that.
I
'Cause
had that happen.
that's getting into,
That's
unless
happened to me.
yeah, unless you have a lot of clues. If there's a lot of clues about that, okay, then you get it, but David said maybe a one-shot trap in a dungeon, for instance, would be win, take the easy path to the next segment, fail, and get ready to battle through three other rooms. Yeah, that's something that's a big kind of normal, like fail forward kinds of things. In other words, you're failing, but you still get a progression. Three rooms is a lot, but again, it all depends on the game and the type of trap environment. Interesting thing you could do though. Well, see now, and this is sneaky jam stuff, because if you want to make the players play all three rooms, you can make the players play all three rooms, and they go through the different rooms, and if they fail, they go through all three rooms. If they pass, they go through all three rooms. I mean, and you can just leave that out. That it doesn't make a difference, but they might feel that it's harder because they don't know how many rooms they're supposed to go to. That, as I was saying, that's sneaky GM stuff. As long as everyone's having fun and you're just doing the rooms and they don't know how many rooms you're doing, what's the difference
Well, okay, the one I
to
mentioned
them?
before, right, which is kind of the one I mentioned before, which is the trap that's not a trap that is a trap.
Mhm.
The one that we've all heard about, which is the room where you walk into and there's a timer, and
Sure.
as you walk into the room and the door is all shut, and then a timer starts and there's a button in the middle of the room,
Mhm.
um, and they're desperately trying to get out of the room, but they can't, and the timer's clocking down. So as soon as it starts to get toward zero, they run toward the button and push it, and the timer restarts. And it does
Okay.
that over and over and over again
Okay.
until eventually, I guess someone says, "Screw this," which sounds extremely frustrated to me. "Screw this. I'm going to let it go. We're going to let it
Mhm.
go." And
Right.
when the timer lets go, the door just opens when the timer is up.
I'm not too adverse to that. It does seem more like a zany kind of thing. Again, depends on what kind of things they've been experiencing up to that point.
Right.
Because if they've been experiencing things where a countdown means death, and in this dungeon, it's been so far, it's been the same kind of thing. Yeah, then they would expect that the countdown means death. But if they again, if it's opposite day, you know, it could be or things or thing or you give them the hint, things are not as they seem, or try it, you may like it, or something like that, some kind
Mm-hmm.
of clue beforehand to let them know that there's things they have to think of things different way, then I don't think it's a problem. Chris, Kim just hit the nail precisely on the head. A GM must always be ready to adjust a trap on the fly and be prepared to alter its design if its interface with the players doesn't serve the emerging story. Yeah, and that's basically what I was saying. He just says it better. Um, trap and trap. What is trap? Thank you. I was thinking of that. I was thinking of that when we were talking about renovations, something Lisa was mentioning about her renovation, and I was thinking something, something. What is that? Um, I saw the trap with the timer presented. Oh, you saw that trap on with the timer presented on Zee Bashew. Zee Bashew?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know Zee Bashew, I don't think. Who's that?
Oh, really? Oh, he's fun. He does an
I don't think
animated
so.
he does an animated story sometimes with explaining rules, DM uh D&D rules or scenarios or traps or just the storyline of what has been happening in his campaign so far. They're a lot of
Hmm.
fun.
It's not the guy with the glasses, right? Not
He has
the
red
icon with
hair.
the glasses.
He
Okay,
has
not
red
the
hair and
glasses.
glasses. I
Oh,
think he has
red hair.
glasses. But he
No.
has a lot of hair. At least his animated character does. A lot of red hair. We'll put him in a doodle doo. We'll put the link in the doodly doo for you guys to look at because he's a lot of fun. He does do some interesting ideas regarding traps and other things.
Oh yeah, yeah, I've seen him. Yeah. I have seen Zee Bashew. I didn't know that was the name. Yeah, he's cool. I've seen those. Um, okay.
I'm not liking
So
those
interesting. So
messages.
what was the so and Chris, how did Zebeshu um put it forth? Was it a just to shake things up kind of thing? Was it to sort of make the characters see things in a different way, or act in a different way during the rest of the dungeon? What was the reason, or did he give a reason for using that kind of trap, or some reason someone would use that kind of trap?
I don't think he made the trap. I think he was just talking about the trap. It had been posted somewhere, and I don't know who actually came up with it. If it was him, sorry, I'm sorry I didn't give you credit for it. But he just talked about how how it was used and how I guess he enjoyed it. He liked it because he was very uh he seemed to be appreciative of its irony and because he's a he likes irony
Mhm.
and how deceptive it was.
Okay, understandable.
You know, ones like that. Jeez. So, what do you think is the best trap you've ever made?
I don't know. As I said, I don't really use traps that often.
You don't. Okay.
No. I just I really don't think I do. I mean, can you think of like because we've played lots of games together. I've GM'd several games. I mean, can you think of any
No,
traps that I used?
no, it's not.
Yeah, I don't tend to use traps, but I'm not saying that I people shouldn't. I think I just don't think in that way most of the time.
Mhm.
I think it's a good idea. I think they're cool.
That's too
For
rough.
me, yeah, I think more in terms of obstacles than traps, but maybe that's something I need to do. Maybe I need to create a trap.
I I used to use a lot of traps when I was more of a second edition DM, but I've wandered away, I guess you could say, from using traps as much. I'm not against traps by any means. I think that they are an essential part of a dungeon. But I'm more of a puzzle person. But I do enjoy combining traps and puzzles. If you can solve the puzzle, you can avoid a trap. Um, and I like that more than leaving it all up to the rogue because that allows everyone in the party to have a be part of the potential trap or puzzle solution.
Mhm. Wait, gosh, you mentioned something and I had a response for it. Now I can't think of it. It just slipped right out my head. But Duffy's saying, uh, "Oh, hey, Craft of the Yeti, how you doing? Good to see
To
you."
the Yeti.
Let's see. David says, "Oh, actually, no, I think one before that." One big function, Chris says, one big function of traps in most exploratory RPG scenarios is to make players uncomfortable and force them to challenge their assumptions and stay on their toes. David, I have two traps in development for an in-person one shot at the end of the month, but I need to work out the failing forward. Hmm, I understand that. Um, Crafted the Yeti, I don't tend to use traps very often either. I just don't think about them during prep. Very similar to Kim, it sounds like. Yeah, I don't really see. I mean, I think traps, and you, oh, this is what you said. You said that you thought traps were an essential part of a dungeon, and I don't see that. I don't see them as essential. It all depends on what the dungeon is.
Oh,
If the,
right.
if,
No, I don't think they're essential. Did I say essential?
yeah, and that's why that's what I had in my brain to respond to.
Well, what I don't mean essential necessarily. I mean that they should not be avoided because they can. I think they make sense. I mean, there are certain places that would be trapped. You know, if you're
Mm-hmm.
in a tomb and they want to protect what's in the tomb, I it makes perfect sense to me that it would be trapped.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I don't think traps should be avoided by means. I think they are absolutely viable in a dungeon.
Mm.
I don't mean essential. I mean, I just mean viable.
Okay, I understand. I'm with it then. Um, Taffy, one, pickpocket. Players will have to pickpocket the key from the pocket of a town guard. This could either be a dex roll or a classic buzzer game where you have to move a metal loop around a shape. Oh, so basically, sort of like operation. So you're trying to pick the pocket using and avoid the buzzer.
Well, that sounds fun.
And what are you trying to? What did you say?
Hmm?
What? I'm trying to look back
Chat.
on chat, but
I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm not able
using
to help you with that.
no. I'm just because I'm using the other. It's just too small, so I have to open up a different window.
No, I can't.
Uh,
Let me see. Why don't I just try one more thing before I?
I think I did, and I missed one or two. Single hello when function. I saw that two traps development. There it was. I was looking for that. Okay, so the in person. So one is the pickpocket. Players have to pick. I think that's really cool, actually. Like basically playing operation, like Jenga in Dread. Operation for pickpocketing.
Mm-hmm.
Crafty date. I really like them if they make sense in the dungeon or wherever the players are going. Absolutely. Do they make sense? Um, It takes a very steady hand. I remember that in the commercial. Pickpocket. The metal shape will be of a person. It's a physical mini game. Very cool. I like that. I
Did
really like the idea of making RPGs involve more than the. I mean, I love dice rolling, but more than the dice rolling and the character sheets. I do think having and skill checks. I do think that having other physical things are really helpful. I enjoy that.
Hey Cross, I am looking at chat now. Um, so
Um, David was saying, but what happens if they fail? Do I say that the town guard slaps their wrists, lose a heart? That's interesting. Maybe, yeah, maybe there is some kind of yeah, maybe there is some kind of magical trap around the pocket that if they fail, maybe they do get like a little electric shock that maybe does make them lose a heart or gives them disadvantage at their next try or disadvantage on something else or disadvantage for a certain amount of time for any kind of dexterity thing they need to do. Sort of like breaking your lock picks. You fail and you break your lock picks. So you have to either get new lock picks or wait a certain amount of time or something like that. Hi, Cross. His my for Cross, my most common problem with setting traps is I have smart players with dumb PCs or vice versa. Craft of the Yeti responding to David. That sounds like a lot of fun kind of operation. The board game. Yes, I think that's really I think that's a great comparison. I think it's a really cool idea. That's why using things like playing cards or Jenga or stuff. What do you say? Have the
the mini
minigame
game
count as
shock
well.
the player.
I mean,
You put little electrodes in their chairs.
the
David, can you do
tingler.
that?
He got the tingler.
Those little
Everybody's
palm buzzers, you know, where
yeah.
the oh,
See, she just gave it though. You just did it. Get the little palm buzzer.
uh-huh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only gonna do because I laughed. I'm gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Anybody seen? Well, does everyone know what a tens machine is?
Oh yes.
And I don't know if this is what. Sorry, I don't know if this is what they use for it, but there is a simulator. If you're not sure about what I'm talking about, you can put it in chat, and I'll go into more detail. But basically, there's a simulator that of a biological experience that women have. People who I'm just trying not to say the word.
What,
I don't know if
menstruation?
okay, so people who menstruate had go through. So people who menstruate tend to go through this, tend to. Um, and a lot of times there's pain and there's a whole simulator that's available that can make other people who haven't had the experience have the experience. So
Mhm.
um that would be interesting if you fail operation. But again, you have to have a lot of consent forms. So I don't think that this is really too fun. Um, had to make it Daffy. He could slap all the players until they are each have one heart left. Then he goes to change shift and leaves the key with someone else or something that's easy to steal on a 3 plus. So because everyone had well, that's a lot though. Down to one. I mean, if everyone has to get down to one heart before they get a different chance, they might give up. But then if he leaves it with someone else or something, then that makes it they're able to get forward. They are able to move forward. Not pregnancy, but I'm wondering if it does simulate pregnancy
There are ones that do
contractions.
pregnancy, yes.
So there are ones for pregnancy too.
Yes, there are.
So it's for cramps and contractions. So there's different ones like that. Um, I think I made the chat quiet.
Um, my brain is still stuck on using the operation game.
Yeah,
When
I
you
think it's great.
mentioned the operation game, I totally glommed onto that. And now my
Mhm.
brain is doing that thing where I'm like, okay, if I had an operation game, how would I incorporate that into the game? And I'm like, okay, what would each of those pieces that you're trying to get out mean? Do they, is his body the dungeon? Is his body the dungeon? And these are separate rooms, and you're trying to get something from each room, or is this a body? Are you a necromancer, or you're trying to thwart a necromancer? And this is a body on a table that has hidden clues, or what have you? You know?
So you're because the way David was thinking, that was just one particular feat or event that they have to complete.
Mm-hmm,
Pickpocketing, so that would be one particular thing.
mm-hmm,
You're talking about the operation game as the dungeon.
mm-hmm.
The o
Making the body actually the dungeon. Like maybe you've been, like you said, shrunk, and you're in somebody's body.
Mm. The only issue I see with that would be that, well, the thing that comes to mind with that is that it's the same skill you're using every time, right?
What?
Or is it when you want to do something, you have to pull, like dread? Is that what you're talking about?
So, well, okay. I don't know yet because I'm still kind of forming it in my mind. But if
Mhm,
for instance, we said, okay, the body that the operate of the game that we're
mhm,
using here is
mhm,
actually the dungeon, which I have done a huge dragon skeleton dungeon where you had to walk through this
mhm,
dragon's body, dead body.
mhm,
Um, but if this, say, for instance, this was some kind of, I don't know, maybe it's a map. Maybe the body is a map of something. I don't know. I'm just saying that you would go into a room, it would be described to you, but you would not. And the only thing in the room is not this thing. Obviously, there's something else going on. You'll have other encounters, role play opportunities, other creatures, so forth and so on. But the thing that you need to get from this room helps you either escape, helps you find your, what you're questing after, or helps you, um, do something at the end, anything like that. And that's still formulating in my brain what it would be. I just using that operation game would be so interesting.
yeah, I think it'd be great fun. Um, so David, okay, so I put one of those. Is that the TNS? Is that tens in the wand? They use the rod they hold during the puzzle, touch the shape, and buzz. I already did a hack of operation. I painted the board black and did a skeleton. I think I've said that sounds familiar.
That's
Did I say
good.
that? Painted the board black and did a skeleton. Wait, hold on. We had the table in the middle of the room. Players could either pick the bones or deal with waves of rats coming at them. Yes.
That's good.
I've seen some. I don't know if I saw you do that, maybe David, somewhere, or I saw it somewhere. But there was something about something. Yeah, it's Yeah, it was a decision. You either dealt with the situation or you made a pull, something like that. But yeah, that's really cool. I like that. Cross in LARPs, we often use electrified wire traps. Ooh, gotta move a metal ring along the curvy, twisty wire to simulate picking a lock.
Oh,
I've
I've
used
seen
the same
those.
device at the TTRPG table. That's a cool one too. That's
Those are
definitely a cool
fun.
one. Chris, combat mechanics exist in RPGs because, under most circumstances, it's not okay for GMs and players to stick each other with actual swords. Most circumstances, remember that. This is why social mechanics are less common and comprehensive. Yeah, oh, well,
Okay.
bummer. Cross. I realized very quickly how many folks I know with hand trimmers. Yes, yes. That is something to consider because you do want to make sure that it's possible for everyone.
It's too dark. Hmm.
So yeah, that is a good point. I mean, I do like the idea a lot of having other types of challenges outside of game challenges. Um, like I bought for, and I haven't used it yet, but you've seen like those puzzle boxes and things like that. I got one just to use at the table to so I could you'd put the note or the key or whatever inside. So when they found it, the person would have to try to figure out how to get to the key.
Hmm.
And if they didn't, and of course you could say if you don't do it in a certain amount of time, then then it explodes or it releases a gas or whatever, or it disappears. Or and the other players can assist by if they help, then you add time to the person's time.
Oh, I like that idea.
So I think something like that where other people can help, but they have to describe how they're helping and has to make sense and yeah, it gives them more time. Or they can pass it around and the time starts over. Because yeah, what if the person does have issues with mobility and the person who finds it has issues with mobility and are having trouble opening it? I mean, that doesn't make it fun in my opinion. So they can pass it off, they can try for a certain amount of time and then the next person tries it. Or yeah, or a certain only a certain number of people can try it because you always want to make sure you have you that there's different ways to deal with things. Yeah, these are cool bottles. These are really one. I have to fill this one. I do have is it distilled? I think it's distilled. I mean, I can use tap water, but in these bottles I tend to put distilled water in or or purified water for the paint. Yeah, they're really cool. I'm having trouble squeezing out just because it's sort of low. I don't think you can see how low it is. It's sort of low. I have to fill that out. Upright squirty bottles.
I have
I
made
know
my color choice. I hope I'm not making a mistake with this.
what's your color choice? Let me see. Oh, how can you go wrong with red, green I'm sorry, red, blue, and yellow? How do you go wrong with that?
I mean, very primary, but
Yeah, how do you go you can't go wrong. Well, I don't
actually,
f
this is more of an
it's
orange.
difficult.
It looks yellow on the camera, but it's really more of an orange.
I think the feel's there.
So, all right, let's go with that. Okay. Um, just okay, that. Hmm.
Um, Dafydd, I think a good trap forces a choice between solving versus some other pressure. For example, mounting waves of enemies, walls closing around you, water rising, etc. Yeah, definitely. I think that's sort of with the big boulder rolling down towards you, the arrows coming out of the walls, the floor sinking and filling with water, those kinds of things. Gas, releasing the gin, etc.
I'm not against releasing the gin.
Say
Oh,
again?
you mean the gin, not the Jin or the Gin gin. You mean the
Ha 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 ha.
DJIN engine.
Ha ha.
Uh,
Release the gin. I started looking so hey, how you doing, Dr. DM? How are you? Thank you very much.
hello, hello.
Good to see you. We're having a discussion about traps, and we're coming up
Yes.
with a bunch of different different traps, reasons to use traps, pros and cons, different types of traps people have seen, other types of accoutrement. That's the word that pops into my head. Other types of mechanics, physical mechanics, like operation games and things like that to represent represent traps or skills
That's
necessary, those kinds of things.
that's how you guys can tell that we're a classy stream is that we use words like accoutrement.
Mm, yeah, that's not how that works.
Oh, it's not?
No. Just because someone has a vocabulary does not mean that they are a classy person.
Oh, how about if they got a big brush?
I was gonna say I have an okay of vocabulary. I'm semi-classy, I think. I
I
think
think you're
I'm
classy.
thank you. I'm pretty classy, but
I think you're very classy.
I got my days. I have my days. Uh Lisa
You
with
make me
three
look good.
primaries, black and white. You can make all other bajillion gazillion colors. Very true. So you can make all the colors that you want. Watch your DM. Living the dream. Good to see you as well. Sweet. Already missing crit.
Right?
Can't keep that up for long periods of time, but it is a lovely experience and a lovely feeling
Absolutely.
being in critting. The oh, milieu. Ooh, milieu.
Oh, that's a good
Says
one.
says watch your DM milieu. Ooh. See, okay, now we can't do that. We can't go into everyone say big words. Well, I mean we can, but we're
Yeah, we
talking about
can.
traps.
Yeah, we can.
We can. But we're talking about traps, but a milieu of interesting and extravagant traps.
So
It was like, ah, darn.
I'm just still stuck on that stupid operation. Sorry.
No,
Okay.
talk about it. Yeah, I mean, it is cool, David. That was a great idea, and even if other people have done it, it's a great idea,
It
concept,
is.
and
It really
mechanic.
is. I love it. I'm so jazzed about that idea. Man. Oh gosh. I don't know. Do they even make that game still?
Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm gonna look it up. Dun, 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 dun. Operation buy. Operation game. Wow. It's like, well, it depends on where you get it. 9, 10, $20.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, they're still selling it on the shelf, looks like.
Really.
And there's a little teeny tiny one, world's smallest operation board, so you can get little tiny ones too. Yeah, not bad. There's a Grinch operation board game. There's a Rudolph operation board game. Operation Jaws.
Oh,
Okay,
how
that
funny.
sounds fun.
But you know what? That actually is a thought because that means that you could just take a standard operation game and paint over the guy and
Mhm.
make whatever you want.
Right. That's what Daffy was saying. He used the
Yeah,
operation, he painted it, and then he made and Watcher DM is asking about the idea and the way that Daffy used it, and Daffy, please let me know if I'm getting this right, was that every time they came across something, or maybe not every time, but generally you deal with like there's rats racing in towards you. You either deal specifically with the rats or you use the operation game to a task on the operation game, and then it can be explained narratively instead of actually making skill checks against the rats. So it would be an option, and that's the thing I was thinking of when it first came up. It's like it sounds like it would be just for dexterity. And then Cross was mentioning that there are people who have tremors. So it does depend um on your group, on the players, on what how you're using it. but I do think it's a good option. Just like Dread using Jenga. That's where I keep going
Mm-hmm.
back to, Dread using Jenga. If you wanna do something, you pull, but depending on your group, that might not be the way to go for
Right.
that group. And what I was talking about, having a physical item like a puzzle box for the people at the table to open. Maybe one person might try it, not do well, and either the time resets, or you can narratively explain that everybody gets one chance, or
Mm-hmm.
someone
Mm-hmm.
helping another person gives up their chance, but it increases the time. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use multiple physical items in the game world. Also, Daffy just put it on the Just Flocking With You showcase. Is that the one
Awesome.
that you the one you painted? That'd be great to see. Oh,
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm getting thunder.
Are you?
I'm getting thunder. Uh, but another thing, gosh, I was thinking about it. Similar to the way Dread, depending on how you play it, I have seen it played, and I forgot his last name, but Ivan from Geek and Sundry and many, many other shows. He was playing Dread. I think he was playing Dread, and I think he had different things written on the blocks. I've seen versions where there's different things
Oh,
written on the
that's an
blocks, so
idea
so
too.
you could also have different things written on the items, on the different bones or whatever you're pulling out, where they might get an extra they might get an extra health potion, or they might get something that's going to help a medallion that they're looking for. So there's other things you can associate with what you're pulling out of the operation game. Watch your damn. We made an RPG that uses card piling on a pivot. It, Card piling on a pivot for dexterity style tests. Can you explain that a little bit more? Uses card piling on a pivot. It's called Kung Flurry. It's a pamphlet entry for one-page RPG jam a while ago. I've seen the Dread with Mark's tiles. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So basically making uh playing card houses or playing card structures for your dexterity check. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
That's a good one too.
The
Yeah,
other
there are
thing is
lots of
too is that the operation game, it can be you don't, maybe what you would do if you have that on your table. Um, they don't have to pull whatever it is out of the bone. They don't have to pull the bone for that particular room. It's just
Mhm,
that maybe if they do, maybe that's the magical item or something. And maybe it isn't something that's absolutely necessary for them to get through the dungeon. Of course, nothing should be absolutely necessary. Um, but maybe it isn't a critical item, but maybe it's something that would be beneficial. And if they
mhm,
don't particularly do it, not a big deal.
mhm. Campaign terrain. House of Cards on a Lazy Susan.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
that
All right. Okay.
sounds
Yep.
challenging. I don't even know
Watch
how
your
that would work.
uh, I think it'd be fun. On UDT, on Ultimate Dungeon Terrain. Um, Watch your damn. Yeah, so it's basically a trick taking game where the loser takes tricks and has to stack them on a pivot. When they fall, the PC goes down. Wow. Wow, that sounds tough.
It does sound tough.
That's interesting. I'd like to see that.
Ah,
Chris,
hold on.
Lisa painted her Vardo that color to hide all the blood splatters. Ah!
You're giving away all my secrets. um, I am being summoned by workers. So give me just a moment, please.
Is she gone? Is she gone? Okay.
I,
No, you can't. So I'm just going through with my little housey. So with the what other kinds of games can you think of that might be useful to simulate like a trap or simulate trying to solve a trap. And I like the deck, and I do recognize the whole dexterity issue with a lot of different games. The the cards are interesting because I'm still having trouble um I'm still having trouble visualizing that. Has to stack them on a pivot. And when they fall to pieces. That sounds interesting, but I think I need to see that. Um, what other kinds of things can you think of? So we've done the ooh, okay. So we've done operation. We've thought of Jenga, playing cards. Something just popped into my head for a moment. Not it was a word game popped into my head for a second. I think. Oh no, not word game. Rubik's cube. If you give the
Oh gosh.
players, if you
Ugh.
give the play, wait. If you give the players like a solution to at least one of the things, like solving a side or something like that. And each of them get like one of the ways, one of the bits. And so they know the order that has to be. Can they solve a Rubik's Cube by the end of the game?
Never been good at Rubik's cubes.
I'm not good at them, but when I have the instructions in front of me, I can do them.
Oh, I get one side. I get one side, and that's pretty much it. That's as far as I get.
For a brief time, I was able to solve them after I memorized the practiced and memorized
There is a formula. Yeah.
the thing. Yeah, yeah. Once I memorized that, I was able to solve them. It did, I mean, not fast, within a few minutes, but I haven't done them in such a long time that and I broke my last one, so I haven't even practiced. But that was fun. Like when because learning that. So that could be something depending on what you do, that could be the actual winning the game.
I mean, I solved all mine too, except the stickers kept coming off.
Yeah, so you got those the one with the stickers.
Well, I mean, they came off because I pulled them and put
Yeah,
them
but all
on.
of them don't have stickers.
Oh,
So if you don't get the ones with the stickers, then they won't come off. It'd be interesting to make a magician use a Jenga tower to summon spells. Pull out three if it's a complex magic, pull out one if it's easy. That's sort of cool. I like that. Um, Chris, I think you can use traps writ large in more RPG scenarios than traditional dungeon crawls. I build traps into mystery and investigations all the time, especially using NPCs to kite isolate the PCs. When you say using NPCs, in other to kite or isolate them to so that they follow them into some place and get caught in the trap. That's what I'm thinking you
oh,
mean by that?
ooh, that's devious.
Cross. I had numerous Rubik's cubes from about 1986 on. I never solved it by the end of the millennium. By the end of the game session, nope, no, no, no. he
Yeah, I broke all mine too, purposely.
he didn't say he broke them.
No, I just broke
He
all
just
mine.
said he never solved them. Hmm. Oh yes, exactly. Okay, so that's what Chris meant by the NPC as a kite or isolator.
See you later, Crafty Yeti. Thanks for dropping in.
Thank you for stopping by, Crafty the Eddie. Enjoy volleyball.
Yes, volleyball, which is kind of like, but not at all entirely like, but and very very unsimilar to what's going on in the world today with FIFA. It's a round ball and it goes places. And that's about as far as as the comparison can go.
Mm, wow.
Well, I like sports. Can you tell?
Yeah, I really don't. I'm really not. I don't follow sports, So the only things that really hit me or that I come across with are things that deal with politics, the things that I've done with politics, um, fashion, um, and human rights. Those are the three things that I've seen about. Oh, and corruption. But those are the things that I've seen about um, the World Cup because I don't really follow the sports part of it.
Yeah. So David says, I'm tempted to use the Jenga tower for the magician when the tower falls spell burn.
I sort of like that idea, like you were
That's a
saying,
good
using.
idea.
Yeah, that if it's sort of like 3, so it's sort of like Easy D6, but with Jenga. So you pull 3, you can get to choose whether you're gonna use 1 or 3 pulls. Only thing
Yeah.
is that the keeper doesn't pull. I'm not pulling. The k the keeper doesn't pull. So the magician could use 1 or 3 pulls, 1 through 3 pulls, depending on how chancy they want it to be or how strong they want it to be. It's an interesting idea.
It is. It is a very good
Um,
idea, actually. That
Jigsaw is a whole different level of trap. Jigsaw. Instead of jigsaw, jigsaw.
oh,
That sounds diabolical.
it does.
That sounds diabolical. But that's a great name though. If the GM says, "Yes, well, we are going to play jigsaw." Boom, the doors close and the That's sort of cool. Um, jigsaw is a Chris, well, technically, nets are involved in both those sports balls events. So sure, like t-
Go.
like
See?
tennis too, right?
And the ball's
Duffet
round.
in what the ball is
And,
round.
yeah, and you've got opponents on each side.
Uh, Duffet, I'm running an easy D6 at the end of the month. Yeah. Watch your DM. Yeah, social traps are a whole other thing. Lol. Yeah, social traps. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's sort of cool. You get trapped into the ballroom and you have to navigate your way through to charm the king or
Or
somebody
the
to
Fey
get them to
Queen or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you have to do in order to get to the next room
I
or
like that. That's
your
good.
objective. I like that. Yeah. Social trap.
That's a good one.
Like Brad likes Ashley, but Ashley likes Chad. And when so you have to convince Chad to like Ashley, although he likes Brenda because Brenda's the one whose dungeon this is. So Brenda says what Brenda wants, and you do what Brenda wants. So Brenda wants you to make Chad like her instead of Ashley, and Ashley because Ashley likes Brandon. Did I say?
I thought you said actually like, wait, now I'm confused. We have to look it back on it now. I don't remember.
Brenda likes
Chad?
Chad. Chad likes Ashley. Ashley likes Brandon, I think, maybe. I forget what I called him. So you have to make sure um that Chad likes Brenda, although it probably is going to ruin everyone else's life if that happens.
How very Midsummer Night's Dream that sounds like.
Hmm. Yeah, I like that. That's a good one.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
Okay, so let's see.
Or just Midsummer.
I'm getting behind. Social traps. Escape the close. Watch your DM. Escape the close talker. It turns into a maze while you try, and you have to move backward through the maze to try to escape the close talker.
That's funny.
Um, people keep talking to me. Must escape ballroom. That was Chris Duffett. Stuck in a room with a new friend that wants to info bomb you on the history of Japanese anime. Yay. Watch your DM deadly popularity contest. We've reinvented primary school. We've gamified primary school. Lisa Cross. at least a new trap idea. Create a matched set of table legs using only the danger box.
Oh,
Watch her, Pretty Faye. That's Pretty Faye.
I think the danger box would be a terrible trap to put on a table,
The
but it
danger
would be.
box, it's not even a trap. It's not even a trap. It's because it's there. It's just, it is what it is. It's not hiding itself. There's nothing covert about it. It is the danger box.
It is the
It
danger
will
box,
eat you, and it will eat you.
and it will eat you.
Watch your DM. Psychic damage from an ear beating. Yes, you can do psychic damage. You can do
An
emotional
ear
damage
beating. What's an ear beating?
from the close talker or the
Oh,
person
oh,
who's,
oh, oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
Could, yeah, oh yeah, they can get disadvantage on anything that deals with hearing after that. There's so many things you could do to them.
Oh my.
So many effects that can help. You're not doing anything to them. They're just effects that occur. I think the danger box is a high level aggro creature. It's coming for you.
Indeed. Most assuredly. One way or another. What if the danger box? What if the danger box is the magic item that you need to use to get out?
I mean, it can be.
Sure.
So every strike that you, I mean, you have to build something with it, or
Either that or yeah, I think you'd have to that makes sense. Corporate America trap where you have to fold as many touching base type comments into a social interaction to be allowed to exit the room. Oh Lord. That sounds terrible.
yeesh. Yeesh.
I would do very badly with that.
Or every time you get someone to accept an invitation to a strategic planning lunch,
Right.
you get a point.
And or if it's a corporate America type of thing, you could do you have to use as many um uh oh, when they use abbreviations for IBM, ASAP.
Cross. This trap could have been an email. I like
That's
that.
good.
That's good.
That's funny.
That is good. This trap could have been an email. Ah, not the feedback that you want from. Well, actually, maybe depending on your game. I'm thinking not the feedback you want on your game, unless it's to make people feel that, you know what, we could have done this a different way.
Three-letter acronym. Yeah, thank you, Watcher DM. Acronyms.
Three-letter acronyms.
So yeah, you have to use three-letter acronyms in
Oh,
everything,
yeah,
for your conversation in the social
yeah,
trap.
yeah. We're gonna have an MTG at the CFD. Invite all
KS,
the QCRs.
but it doesn't have to be three letters either. It could be two, four. It's on the QT.
It said 3.
I know, but we don't have to do three. We could do as many as we want. It could be it's a foobar.
Unle- unless the GM says you have to do 3.
All right.
And
IDK.
why K?
See, that's two.
Yeah, but I'm not doing it.
Oh, breaking the rules already, are you?
Breaking the law, breaking the law.
My form of weirdness really enjoys the fact that there is a TLA for the term TLA.
I don't think have I heard TLA? What's it what is a TLA? I don't think I've heard that. What is a
It's
TLA?
a TLA is back. I don't know what pebback is. A TLA is terms terms loosely connected. I think I'm not or not connected. I'm sorry. Now I can't remember what it is. I know what a TLA is, and as soon as someone says what is it?
Okay, so across we
TLA.
need TLA, and watch your DM, we need PEBCAC.
What's PepCap? That one I don't know at all. These better not be obscene.
3-letter acronym. Ha!
3-letter acronym. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I think sounds like he just made that one up.
TLA for TLA. Yes, you're right. 3-letter acronym. But no, don't scroll down.
So we need PEBCAC sounds familiar, but
Sounds like
sort
something
of
you take for a gastronomical issue.
sounds sort of like FUBAR.
Have you had your dose of pepcac today? You need that to have a regular. Um,
PEBCAC. Problem exists between sharing computer.
I've never used
Okay.
pepcac. We always used ID10T on our
ID10T I've heard. Yeah.
ID10T on our trouble tickets, not pepcac.
Yeah. ID10T. PEBCAC. That's good. PEBCAC are almost always caused by ID10T errors. Yep.
Yep, yep.
When I worked as a gosh, what did we call ourselves? I was on the electrics crew for the circus. That's a long time ago.
Mm-hmm,
Um, but we used to all of the hazing kinds of things that the different crews did because you had the electrics crew, you had the tent crew, you had the ring crew, you had
mm-hmm,
all these different crews. So new people would come and we'd send them to you go to the tent crew and make sure the these connections are rusting out. Go over to the tent crew and get the K9P. Got to spray that on this. So they're going over to the tent crew asking for the K9P, and they just laugh at them. And someone would say, and then or we'd send them to like the ring crew or the ring crew would say, "Hey, we need these, we need like one more foot because the cables aren't reaching. Go to the ring crew and get the cable stretcher." So so they go to the ring crew to get the cable stretcher,
oh
and
yeah,
so yeah,
the
and we make sure. Mhm.
the guy that who the mean dad who tells his daughter go to the hardware store and get the blinker fluid for the car because the blinker isn't working anymore.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
what we
just
would
cool.
do. We would also tell because on the electrics crew we would make sure that at because people who are new, because I was new at once. People who
Sure.
are new, they would tell you, they would say, "Okay, make sure that you shake once you disconnect the cables, make sure you shake them really hard to make sure you get all the extra electricity out." So it's saying you're shaking the cables. I know, that's mean. That's a trap right there. It's a was it? A self-esteem trap right there.
Yeah.
Um, Sounds like the old foo bar. Once I bought a PC from a specific salesman because he knew what I meant when I asked about LBL technology and LRF support. LBL and LRF.
Sorry, I'm taking my
I don't know those.
my paint out of the frame because I gotta look at it to mix it because it's really
Mm.
thick.
Daphne, they do this on building sites, Kim. They send the youngster to go get a tin of tartan paint.
No, no. tartan paint.
Oh, or get a pack of sky hooks.
Skyhooks? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's not reaching. We have to get the sky hooks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
LR go
or
on.
or get me the upside down ladder. My dad
The
used to talk about
upside down ladder.
the upside down ladder. The down,
And
the
not
round
sure what
ladder.
LBL Tech or LRF support are cross. I'm not sure about those two. Not that you have to share, not that you have to tell us because we somebody's got to be on the outs for these things to work.
Right? But at the same time, with the trap thing, everyone goes online and is looking for traps to put into their dungeons, which means that players can do the same thing. If you can't think of a good trap, they're going to go online and look at all the possibilities that could be. You know,
Hmm.
I've done it. I'm a terrible player. I've done it, but I'm also a DM, so I looked up
Yeah,
traps
yeah,
many
you've done it
times
as a DM,
as a DM.
GM.
But I know players who've gone online to look up various traps so that they don't get caught. You know.
So BRB got BRB or AFK. So would you consider, this
Okay.
is not for RPGs, but would you consider, if you're really, really having trouble getting through a certain part of a game, going online and looking for hints? Maybe not for the actual ending, how to solve it, but looking for hints.
No.
So, and that's a question for the chat too. And if you do not feel that that's cheating, if you're just looking for a hint, what about an RPG? So if a player, if you're having a campaign and the player, I mean, hopefully not all the players, but the player is having trouble figuring something out at the end of the session, they look for hints online. If it's something that has been a published adventure, is that sort of cheating?
That is cheating.
Okay, so what is the difference? And I'm not saying yes or no. I'm just asking what
You
is the
mean
difference?
if they're at the end of the game and they've gone through it and they're done? I don't
No,
care. But if they're in the
no, no,
middle of the
no.
game and they're looking it up on their phones, I'm like, no, put that away. No.
No, no. I'm talking about, so in other words, it's not a one shot, it's a campaign. So they're having multiple attempts to do something. And this is a published adventure. And
Uh-huh.
they're having trouble figuring out how to do it. Now, I know as the GM, you're most likely going to try to give them some more hints, figure out ways to get if it's something that's absolutely necessary, get it to them. Um, but if they do go out and they really feel frustrated and they look for hints, they're not look just like with a video game, they're looking for hints. What should I be looking toward? Not how to solve it, but a hint. How is that cheating when looking it up for a video game isn't?
Well, in my opinion, looking it up for a video
Hmm.
game is cheating.
Oh,
Uh,
I thought you said it wasn't.
no, no, no. If you're done with the video game and you figured it out and or you found a different way about it, but people who go into the chat forums and find how to get around traps or alternate.
No, no, no. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I'm saying, so like in the video game, and I might not have explained the video game scenario either. So they're in this place. You're playing a video game. You're in this place. You can't get out. You do everything you think. You're in there for you. You go. You close it up. Come back in hours later or a day later. You can't figure it out. You go online. Say, what are the? Is there a hint for this room? And someone says, um, uh, east. All they say is east or something like that,
Right.
or something like something small. Not press that stone on that wall in this sequence. It doesn't say that. It says think east or something like, or they remind them of something that an NPC in the game said. So is that cheating? And this again, you're playing the game, you just have not been able to get past this point. and that's how I meant to phrase it.
No, that's okay. That's fine. That's
Okay,
fine.
so that's not cheating.
Um,
So
and
go
Steve
on.
is saying it's not if you're since you're a single player,
Mhm,
it's not cheating because it's just you. Um,
mhm.
you're cheating yourself, Steve. Cheating yourself.
See, but you just said it wasn't cheating.
No, going and looking up the answer.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah,
looking for a hint, not the answer.
right, but everyone that I know looks up the answer rather than a hint.
See, but I'm not saying that. I'm that's
I
what I'm asking for.
know. I know,
So
but
and that's why I'm trying to get it I'm trying to keep it specific. Let me get Skyhooks, BRB. I once ran a campaign where they had to collect a whole bunch of pieces, then combine them for the thing. The thing. TM. I got the idea from a combo of Pirates of Dark Water and Sinistar. I actually bought a couple of puzzles to hand. I had all these ideas for doing um home games that after COVID I've just never been able to get people together again, expect like once or twice, except for once or twice. Steve, in a single player video game, you can't cheat because there's nobody to cheat. And I understand what you're saying, Lisa, because you can cheat because you are cheating yourself. If you're looking up like the answer to the game, I would consider that cheating, but um, it's just you who's being cheated as long as you're still having fun. Right. In a TTRPG, it's automatically the opposite because other people are involved. But if the party is really truly stuck, at some point it's on the GM to provide a hint or another way forward. And I
yes,
absolutely agree with that.
me
I
too.
definitely agree that it's on the GM to figure out a way to get them to figure out what needs to be done. Um,
Agreed.
I guess I think my difference then in that is personally, I think for a video game, look, I mean, if you need a hint, technically I think it is cheating, but I'm not worried about it. Because if you're looking for a hint, if you're just looking up how do I solve this, then you're not playing the game. Oh my god, this that camera's killing me. I'm sorry everybody if that was killing you as much as it was killing me. Oh, I just noticed how bad it was right now. Um, but I can understand doing it because you're stumped and you want to have fun with the game. So you look up a hint to try to
Mhm.
keep things moving forward. Not the
Yes,
answer, but the hint. And I can understand that it is cheating, but it's a low level of cheating that is to help you continue to enjoy the game. Fine with that. For a TTRPG, a published adventure, I would consider it cheating, looking up the adventure, even if you feel you're only looking for a hint, because it is an interactive experience. It's not because the GM can can respond to the issues that you're having and provide you something to help you. And you can even ask. I mean, you can tell, I mean, the GM should hopefully figure that out that you're having problems, but you could ask the GMs like, wow, this is really killing me. I don't think I can do this. Or my character can't do this. They just don't, I'm not feeling it. So there is a way for the GM to enable the player or players to continue the game by giving them a different kind of hint or moving something to another place. So many things the GM can do. So I do agree that it's cheating in either way. One concerns me and one doesn't, personally. Um,
well said, Kim.
well, thank you. I feel validated. Oh, is it funny that I'm validated? I no longer feel validated. I feel ridiculed. Oh my god.
The validation part. Um, so okay, when the so there's players who just don't like puzzles to begin with, and now we're talking about puzzles rather than traps, I think.
We can
But traps are
connect
kind of a
them.
puzzle. Yeah.
Yeah, we can connect them. I'm fine. If anyone doesn't like it, it's only you only have a few more minutes, so I think we'll live.
So so there are players who just don't like them. They don't like. They want to just get out there and swing a sword and chop things up and that kind of thing. They're, I'm not here to. I'm not here to bend my brain around something. I do that all day at work. I want to just, take my aggressions out on that their beastie over there. In which case, it's not a matter of that the person isn't able to figure it out. It's that whether they want to figure it out, whether they want to spend the time to do that. What? And the reason I was laughing was I was laughing at something that I happened to think of a while ago, and that happened to me when I was running a game for my son's friends. But I won't go into it because it might be embarrassing to someone. Anyway, in the situation where people just don't want to deal with it, what do you do there? I don't want to have to mess with puzzles and traps and this and that. What is the
So
answer?
they straight out say that I don't want to do the player says I don't want to do this.
I don't want to do puzzles. I don't like puzzles. I don't like traps. I don't want to have to figure things out. I just want to come in and start whacking on things.
Okay, so Doc, it's back. So I'll definitely put that out to the chat. But personally,
save the princess, make lots of money, and kill the dragon. That's it.
Yeah. Well, there's other players here, so there's going to be a wide variety of things to do, and some of them will be similar to what you're asking, and some of them will be similar to what other people want. So when time comes to slay that dragon, you better be ready.
Yep.
Because everyone's dependent on you. And you got to make sure that everyone else who wants to slay dragons get a chance to hit the dragon and not just that one player.
Right.
And just because somebody wants to sleep with the dragon, that might or might not happen. Depending on the dragon. Depending on the dragon.
It's funny that you say that because that's exactly what I was laughing at.
Yeah. Well,
that actually happened.
People want to do it. People want to sleep with the dragon.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Gygax. Please don't get up here. No. Please don't.
Gygax is like, I hear what you're saying,
hey,
but I don't agree.
Buddy. No, come on.
With your
get out.
With your thought process.
Go elsewhere. Sorry, buddy, but this is not a good place for you right now because I'm dealing with paint and wet stuff, and this is not my wheelhouse. I don't paint well, so be gone. Sorry.
Be gone, foul kitten.
Foul kitten. Kitten of destruction.
Kitten of despair. The great kitten dragon of despair. Oh, I rue the day when its paw darkened my door. The scritchy scratchies. The toe beans.
Don't let the purr deceive you.
The rumbling, echoing purr.
I
still have nightmares of it making biscuits. The biscuits. Not the biscuits. It made so many of them. I never heard that term until I was like in my 40s. Yeah, I was like, what?
That's making biscuits.
Yeah, like what the heck?
kind of cat do you have?
I was like, what? And it's like, wait, but why would you even think about food
No, buddy. No.
when it's
What?
cat
No.
feet and they go into the litter box? Why would you even think about food when you talk about their feet? Oh my gosh.
Right?
I mean, I've had cats, but cats are not my thing. But I've had cats, so they're fine. And other people's cats are cool in their houses. Although I have
I'm
cat sat, and that's
I'm
fine
giving you
too.
the stink eye.
Yeah, and guess what?
What?
Bee stank. You're smelling it. I can't smell it over here. So your eye can be as stank as you want. I just don't smell it over here.
He who smelt it dealt it.
Exactly it.
Gygax. You gone? I know. Yeah. No. Out. Get. Get. Oh, I know why you're in here. You're in here because of the people out and because of the workers. Okay. Fine. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I feel bad now.
Respite. Arms, sucker.
Sorry,
Sucker.
dude.
There's another one.
Did they take your bed away? Did they move your bed? They probably did. The
And you're
cat tree.
laughing at me and you're laughing at him.
They moved his cat tree and he's mad, probably.
Demon. You
Mom,
demoness.
they moved my cat tree.
And she laughed at him.
All right. So it is
Ooh.
close to looking at the bugs that are flying in my face. It's time to look at the showcase. I hope that we have things to see. I know that Daff had put out this operation game.
Yeah, I want to see the operation game.
I feel like I could have got more done on the painting than I did, but I'm not a painter, so maybe I'm doing just fine. I don't know.
I think it can you give us a good shot of it?
Well, that's the wheel.
Oh, that's cool.
That's just one part of it. I'm going to probably put some more color in there. And then I've done the roof and
Oh,
the red that has not completely dried yet. And you can
where's the
see
orange going to be?
in between the red pieces here, where the
Ooh,
black is right now. Here.
I'm excited. That's coming out really, really nicely. I'm excited about that one.
Here. And I'm liking yours very much as well.
Oh, thank you.
Yours is turning out quite good. Quite good.
I have to do the insides. Maybe, I want to finish it before next week, though. I got to get a video out.
Yeah,
So,
that makes
what
it
do
tough for you. That makes
Yeah.
it tough for you, doesn't it?
Yeah. But what is in the community showcase, Lisa?
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay, fine. Showcase. Showcase time. Priorities. So I want to see stuff that's good out there. Good
Whoop.
stuff to see. All right. Move you over here. You guys here so I can get to my laptop.
Like watching a movie. Chris says, good work.
Good work, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you. I am.
Exactly. That's crafting. Got some crafting going on.
Yeah.
Exciting. That's exciting.
Lots of crafting going on. Yeah. Okay. Woo. All right. Yeah, we got stuff. We got stuff.
What we got?
Oh, yeah, we got stuff. Okay. So scoot down here. Whoops. No. Gygax, I swear, buddy. All right. Here we go. Showcase. Boom.
Boom.
All right.
Ooh, okay. Ooh,
This
some work
is
in
some
progress.
work in progress rocks from Cross.
Ooh,
Oh, I like how they are.
I like that.
Yeah. How the striations, how they jut up like that. Like you will see, how the way the earth moves and makes rocks jut up out of the ground like that. That's fun.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I do too. I do too.
It
And I like
seems sort of,
these.
go on.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were saying?
No, 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 please. You finish your sentence.
No, I was just saying, and then the corresponding layers on these uh, plateaus. That's great. I like that. And you were going to say?
I like the idea of possibly using those angled ones as dynamically, like there's changes in the environment happening.
Oh, that's
Rocks are
yes.
jutting up, there's earthquake or something, and rocks are jutting up in certain areas and cutting off exits. I
Oh,
like
that could
that.
be so dynamic. Yeah. Yeah.
Cross says I sort of monopolized the showcase. Sorry, but not sorry. Not sorry.
Not sorry. Sorry.
Not
Not
sorry.
sorry. Not sorry.
These are really cool.
Yeah. There's another angle. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like the
That's
mini
good.
for scale.
So these are really well done. I like
They
the
are.
plateaus. I like the plateaus very much.
Now, and I'm assuming those it's just cuts into the sides. On the top there, like the middle one, the one up, yeah,
This one?
to the left. The dark one to the yeah, that one. That I mean, how did you get those rounded striations on the top? Like shale, basically, like a rounded
Oh, up
shale.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question.
I can see as a like there is a way that sometimes it splits, so I
Yeah.
can sort of see that, but I guess if it was
Oops.
intentional, that's sort of cool. Yeah, those are just really cool.
Like up here too on this one.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think there's a way that it splits sometimes that can do that, but I'm
You
wondering
know
if it was
what? It
actually
might also
intentional.
be, and Cross, feel free to step in and correct us if we're wrong. That I am wondering if this might be some broken foam core. It comes in a thin sheets and you just break it on the edges and then layer it on top.
Maybe, maybe.
Maybe, could be, possibly, or not. Very nice.
Yeah, very cool. I like those a lot.
Okay, so this is not.
Ooh.
These are not stairs. These are not
Mhm,
stairs. I said the last time we looked at these that they're stairs. They are not stairs. These are
mhm.
part of a gadget thingy.
I mean, they
Just a
could be
moment.
used
I
as
need to check.
stairs.
I have to do something. Just a moment. Come on. Sorry. I'll be right
They
back.
look sort of stairy to me, but I don't think had you mentioned that it was like an altar or something maybe? But I do love the colors. I mean, with the orange and the purple as a contrast to the gray stairs. I
Yes.
see a little bit of brown in the sorry, not stairs, platforms, and I see a little brown in there too. I really like the
Yes.
colors that you used.
Yeah. That's very nice. I like that a lot.
Ooh, okay. Cross says each of the plateaus are carved
Plateaus.
from solid 2-inch XPS. You could though stack foam core, just that these are not. So it's not stacked foam core.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like
Ooh.
a whole city. That's sort of cool. Very cool.
Ooh.
Temple almost. Temple.
I
It
am
looks like a city.
so jazzing on this.
Very cool style.
Oh, yeah. I am loving that. That is epic. This is a good
And
shot.
that's a lovely kind of DM screen kind of build too.
Wow.
If you're on the other side of
Cross.
the wall, that's really cool.
Yeah, this has got such a great industrial vibe to it. I'm loving that. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. Cool. Very cool. And
I
then
like that a lot.
woo-hoo,
Yeah, modularity, modularity.
Happy. This is happy. This is happy. Oh, this is so neat, Cross. Yes. Kudos. Love it.
That's a great vibe. It's a great vibe, and I love
Round
the
of
purple
applause.
shield too because it fits in so well. I love the
Yeah.
even the mini works with it.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Yep. 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 Seal of approval.
Now was that sponging or stippling?
Oh, on
I'm
the,
assuming sponging. Yeah.
I don't, looks
Painting
like
on
it
the
would be something.
altar and surrounding pieces are just simple sponge dabbing technique. Yep, sponging.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then on to David. That's beautiful.
Oh, cool. Oh,
That
I
is
forgot
so
there were that
cute.
many. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is cool.
That is so cool.
Yeah, there's so many things you could
Oops.
do with that.
Yeah. You could paint. I mean, you literally could paint this whole thing out and have these as individual rooms or a conglomerate of things in a room
Hmm.
and do it
Hmm.
that way too.
Yep. I'm seeing it
That's
like
really cool.
a graveyard maybe. And you're trying to either lure creatures back in or maybe raise creatures from their graves or raise them and put them to rest.
Hmm.
So you have to do a spell or
Hmm.
smite them or something to put them to rest. So yeah, there's so many possibilities with that. That is really cool. I love the repaint.
Yeah, you could put like glass, blue glass around the nose up here,
Mhm.
and then every time that someone hits the edge and that buzzes, you've got this really cool effect with the light shining through the glass.
Mhm.
Or you could make something with that. It's a great idea.
Mhm.
I love this. This is great.
It is. It really is cool. I like that a lot.
More
Oh,
rocks.
rock progress.
Oh, these are wet. They're fresh.
Yeah, now that we see more of the color that he's going for, it's cool.
Yeah.
R David said, "If any of you are US based, I'd be happy to send it to you for use in your game. It's a bit of a one-trick pony." Yeah, I don't have people over anymore.
I wish I did. I will when we move up north. I'll have people to play with
Mhm.
in person. I'm looking
Left
forward to
rock's
that.
Oh, no problem.
Sorry.
Left rock's pick is with paint, right pick is later with flock. Okay.
Oh, this is with flock.
Mm.
Oh, no, no. This is paint.
Well, there's
This is
flock on
flock.
it too, isn't there? There was
No,
stone. Well, some of it had like
this is
stone
flock. This
flock.
one's the one flock.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
but one of them had, like, stone on it too, didn't it? Like sand before and then flock these, but never mind. But I can see the difference. Oh, I love the levels. The levels came out
Yes.
really nicely.
Yeah, they really did.
And, the question again, Cross, did you carve the levels in, or was it just sort of the way that the foam broke apart? Did you, like, rip the foam apart? Because that's what I think I'm gonna do next time if I 'cause I'm sort of backing away from foam, but like I said before, but I do like the layers.
So it's interesting because the texture on this one up here is different from the texture here. I like this one a great deal. This is cool. This looks like a more like it's been the wind and erosion and has smoothed it quite a bit. Whereas this is much more rough.
Mhm.
Um, and I like them both very much. And then this is a
Yeah.
completely different type of texture too. I like these a lot. I like this a lot. This is a good
You
texture.
know, one looks more scraped, like
Hmm.
with a wire brush or something.
Right.
And
Yeah.
the other is really smooth down. And it could be the angle too. No, but this is all 2-inch foam, so it wouldn't be the
It's
angle
all
really.
2 inch. No, no.
Yeah.
Right. No, these are great. I can totally see getting the players using ladders and making rope bridges or what
Hmm.
have you to get across from each level. That's fun. That's fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's it, folks, for our showcase.
Yay! Thank you, everybody. That was very fun. Those are very
That
nice.
was
Thank
fun.
you, Cross. Thank you, David.
Thank you very much. And thank you for talking with us and contributing to the trap discussion. We
Ooh,
trapped
wait.
you into joining us. No, sorry. What?
Just in the chat, Cross says they are all carved. There are 4 stone styles: granite, karst, sandstone, and realistic enough.
Oh, very nice. I like that. That
Very
it
cool.
actually has different stone types. That's great.
Different concepts. Really nice. Well
That
done.
is very nice. Well, that was I think, a successful trap discussion.
Yay. Thank you all for
And
your ideas. There's some really cool ideas.
absolutely.
Got me thinking.
Yeah, no kidding, right? If we have a game in the future, I imagine I might be using some of those ideas. So, Kim, what are your plans for the weekend?
Yes.
What are you doing?
For the weekend?
Yes, 4th of July coming up on Saturday. What are you doing?
Oh. Um, Nothing specific.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm going over to Steve's.
Oh,
But
yes, yes. Well, and I was wondering why you asked, just to rub it in a little bit more.
no. But the reason I ask is ah,
I'm
the
messing with
reason I
you.
ask is because there is stuff going on. Like my kids are not going to be going with me to Steve's because they're hanging out with their friends and gonna,
Mm,
you know, blow up firecrackers and make noise and that kind of thing. And my husband is going to be working on a genealogy project,
mm.
and um, I'm going to be hanging out with really cool people.
That's cool. That is very cool.
I am looking forward to this. I'm really looking
Pepper,
forward.
Steve,
And
have a
seeing
wonderful
Pepper
time with
again. I haven't
Lisa.
seen Pepper in a
Enjoy.
long time.
Enjoy. Have a great time. Take
Yes.
pictures.
Oh, yes, I shall. I shall take pictures. So, what are we doing next week, Kim?
Mm. There's this really interesting thing I'd like to talk about taking over and crafting over the world.
Oh, okay.
We can put out a focus group and see how people feel about that.
we could
Shall
we
we?
we could craft over the world. I think that's it. I think the focus group would be very appreciative of that.
Or we
I
can
like the
craft
idea.
over the world first and then have the focus group.
Yes. Well, I
I think we do. I think we should do it that way. Take craft over the world and then have a focus group about it.
tell us, how does crafting over the world? How does crafting over the world affect you?
Yeah. How has it made your life better?
Right. Exactly. All right, folks. Thank you so much for joining us today. Kim, thank you very much.
Oh, my camera's been crooked this whole time. Oh well, we'll figure that out.
No, it's got that Batman kind of vibe, where
Na, 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 na. One vote for world domination. 2. Me too. So that's 2. Lisa, how about you? 3. So that's 3 for world domination.
yes,
Cross, has been fun. A lot of great thoughts on traps. A lot of great thoughts on traps.
yes.
Bye, says Cross. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Take care. See you next week.
Your
Stay
o-
safe. Stay
your
safe.
your overlords wish you well. Have a great weekend.
Yes.
Protect the pups and animals from being
Yes.
scared.
That too. Yes. And stay safe yourselves.
All
Take
right.
care.
Oh yeah,
Bye.
yeah, yeah. People. Bye.
People. Bye.